If you want to pass your exams while also having enough time to do other things, then you should be doing these 4 things. Firstly, commit to focused and efficient study for 2 hours daily. And I know some of you are saying that 2 hours is not enough time for you to learn all of the subjects. Of course, it is not, which is why you must do this daily. If you are able to put 2 hours every single day to just focus study, then I guarantee you, you will be able to ace all of your exams. Now, how do you actually have a very efficient and focused study session? Well, you can do that by firstly, you need to find the time where your brain works best. Maybe when you're fasted, had a cup of coffee, or whatever you need to do to keep your brain clear and focused. Secondly, you need to have a clear and specific goal on what you want to achieve during the 2-hour study session. Do not just mindlessly read and study the subject and hope that by the end of the session, you'll be able to learn everything. Thirdly, you need to know how to study the subject. May it be a subject for only memorization like history, or a subject focused on analysis like math. And lastly, you need to learn effective study techniques for that respective subject. If you do all of these during the study session, then you'll not even feel tired by the end of it, and actually feel proud of yourself that you've accomplished things faster compared to most of the students around you. Secondly, prioritize the correct subjects. Even though a lot of teachers like to say that all of the subjects should be treated equally and seriously, we all know deep down that we don't have the time and energy to study all of those subjects extensively, which is why it is important for you to figure out which subjects you should study during the study session. For example, as you can see, this is my Tuesday schedule. I have 2 major subjects and 3 minor subjects in the afternoon. Well, what you should do in these scenarios is study the major subjects first the day before the class starts. So in this case, I'll study these 2 subjects at Monday. And then during the break time on Tuesday, I can study the 3 minor subjects for even just an hour or 30 minutes, just so that I can have some understanding of what will be discussed. As a general advice, try to prioritize the difficult subjects first and study them beforehand. And if you have time, you can study the minor subjects as well. However, if you really want to be able to study all of the subjects, then you'll have to increase the time that you're going to study. Thirdly, you also need to review during your break time in school. If you have free time when you are at school, then you should use that time productively and not just waste it playing video games or any instant gratification activities, since it will burn you down much faster than actually studying. And if you simply review after your teacher discusses the lesson, you'll save yourself plenty of time on having to relearn that lesson in the future. And you can use that extra time to do other important tasks like your research, thesis, and the like. This is also the reason why it is beneficial for you to be able to study efficiently in 2 hours, so that you can still do other important schoolwork that will have a major impact on your grades. Your brain is not something that has an infinite capacity, so you have to use it efficiently. I know it's good to work hard, but it's even better to work smart. And that brings us to the last point. Use your weekends wisely. As a student, your weekends are the most important thing in your arsenal that will either help you ace your exams or make you have a hellish school year. During your weekends, you should use the time to catch up on any activities you haven't made progress in, prepare for any upcoming tests, and do the most important schoolwork that you have to be doing. Of course, it doesn't mean you have to work for most of your day and not do other healthy things that you enjoy. What I'm trying to say is that you should put a set amount of time into finishing your schoolwork so that your future self won't have to cram everything into one day and actually feel relaxed and happy. Now, your academic life should not always be about studying, which is why I think it is very important for you to be able to efficiently study within a relatively short amount of time, so that you can still put effort into other things you like doing. And if you want to prepare yourself for college even more, then you can watch these 2 videos.